Now to the 2024 case of a political candidate accused of assaulting a woman living in her home. Remember this with a tarantula? That all is finally over. This morning, the jury found Marisa Simonetti guilty of all counts after she acted as her own attorney. Lou Ragus is here with the conclusion to really what was a wild criminal case, Lou.
Jennifer, the jury believed that the victim feared bodily harm from Simonetti as she chaotically harassed the woman to try to get her out of the house.
Banging on pots, playing loud music, and yelling. Tossing junk down the stairs, and then
the tarantula, the spider infestation. Woo! Jesus!
The tarantula toss heard round the Twin Cities.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands because they're falsely charging and accepting false allegations.
Hennepin County Board candidate Marisa Simonetti was defiant in June 2024 and took her case to trial nearly 2 years later, representing herself without an attorney. But after a jury swiftly convicted her of harassment, assault, and disorderly conduct, Simonetti is now slightly subdued.
It is what it is.
The bizarre case began when Simonetti sublet the basement of the Edina home she rented in spite of the city's Airbnb ban and without her landlord knowing. The woman who rented from her testified that she offered to pay for pest control because of a spider problem in the basement, saying she's petrified of spiders. She says that set off Simonetti into days of harassment, trying to get the victim to leave, culminating in the spider toss.
I believe I acted in self-defense 100%.
You just physically assaulted me.
The judge didn't let Simonetti argue self-defense because there was no evidence in the trial that Simonetti faced any threat, a point hammered home by Edina City Attorney Nicole Applebaum. Back in 2024, Simonetti lost her county board race amid other revelations. The state Commerce Department revoked her real estate license for what they called fraudulent, deceptive, and dishonest practices. Yet Simonetti sued the victim in her criminal case and the Edina police officers who arrested her, accusing them of torpedoing her political career, something that, even in defeat, Simonetti insists will continue.
I will be on the ballot for United States Senate on November 3rd, 2026.
Now, the judge in the civil case is currently debating whether to toss out that case. Simonetti will be sentenced on May 1st. She could face some jail time. Now, as for that Senate run, she would need to collect 2,000 signatures before she'd be allowed to be on the ballot, actually.
Okay, so case closed now. What does the victim have to say about all this?
You know, she wasn't there for the reading of the verdict. I was in communication with her today. She was going to come and talk, but then she didn't make it here today. It was very traumatic for her. You know, she was harassed by people that supported Simonetti and would reach out to her and harass her through that. So the judge today ordered Simonetti not to mention her by name, not to reach out to her in any way or have anyone else reach out to her, and Simonetti agreed to do that.
Yeah, no contact whatsoever after all that. All right,
Absolutely.
Lou, thanks for following that one.